Poliwag Community Day is this weekend in Pokemon Go, and today, as always, we're running through all the tips and tricks and event details you need to know for this event. So if you really want to maximize on this event, this is the video to watch. Let's get right into it. So this event is going to be going down July 30th from 2 to 5 p.m., so only 3 hours. Poliwags will be spawning everywhere in the wild with a shiny rate of 1 in 25. For bonuses, we'll have quarter egg hatch distance, 3-hour instances, 3-hour lure modules, 2 times catch candy, 2 times chance to get an XL candy when catching Pokemon, 1 extra special trade during the day for a max of 3, and trades will require 50% less Stardust. Note the trade bonuses are going to be going down until 10 p.m. Also, during the day, if you evolve a Poliwhirl all the way into a Poliwrath, it will get the new Legacy Charge attack counter. If you evolve Poliwhirl into Politoed, it will get the Legacy Charge attack Ice Beam. So 2 new Legacy moves coming during this event. Do note for Politoed, if you evolve a Shadow Poliwhirl that knows Frustration, it will not get Ice Beam. Frustration will block that teaching. You can also take 5 Photobomb snapshots during the day. Then after Community Day from 5 to 10 p.m., we're going to have bonus raid battles for Poliwhirl in 4-star raids, which can only be done with in-person raid passes, no remote raids. However, you complete one of these Poliwhirl raids, Poliwags will be spawning everywhere around that gym for the next 30 minutes within the next 300 meters. A little opportunity to grind some extra shinies if you missed them during the comm day. We'll have some exclusive field research tasks as well during the Community Day, in which you can catch 3 Poliwags for either a Poliwag encounter, 5 Great Balls, 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, 500 Stardust, or 1 King's Rock. There'll also be the Slippery Swirls $1 special research story you can go ahead and buy. You don't need to buy this to play the Community Day, but if you do buy it, you get some extra rewards and encounters and items that you can get through completing tasks. Finally, there'll be a timed research task from 2 to 10 p.m. rewarding you with King's Rocks, because you do need those to evolve your Poliwhirls into Politoads. And also there'll be some stickers. These are actually some pretty cute stickers you can get from spinning Pokestops, opening gifts, and purchase them in the in-game shop. Purchasing them. I can't even say that. Purchasing them. Purchasing them. With the event out of the way, let's get right into the tips though, starting with the 100% IVs for Poliwag you should look out for during the comm day. Starting with any Poliwags you get from research, whether that be field, special, or timed research, you're always going to get a Pokemon from research at level 15. So 355 is going to be the level 15 100% IV for Poliwag, so look out for that CP if you're looking for a Poliwag from research. However, if you're catching Poliwags in the wild and you're catching them in rainy weather, which Poliwag is weather boosted, you're going to be looking for the level 35 100% IV, because that's the highest level a Pokemon can be in weather boosting conditions. 769 is going to be the 100% IV for Poliwag in rainy weather. However, if you're catching Poliwags in any weather other than rainy weather, you're looking for the level 30, so 710 is the 100% IV for Poliwag in any weather other than rainy weather. Other than that though, there's 32 other 100% IV CPs you can look out for, so just catch as many Poliwags as you can during the day and hope for the best, and also keep an eye out on your local Discords and local Facebook groups for any 100% IV callouts, because the hundos for your friends are going to be the same for you. Now, if you don't know, you also want low attack, high defense, high stamina for the Great League and the Ultra League for Pokemon in PvP. So I want to go through what the best PvP IVs are for Poliwrath and Politoed in Pokemon Go PvP. You want to know why it's low attack, high defense, high stamina, by the way? Link below, I got a video. Starting off with Poliwrath in the Great League, the best rank 1 IV set is going to be a 0-14-15. So look out for that IV set during the day, but remember, any low attack, high defense, high stamina will work well. If we're looking at the Ultra League, a 0-14-14 is going to be the rank 1 for Poliwrath in the Ultra League, but again, similar, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina. Finally, the Master League, of course, 15-15-15 is what you're going for. However, if you want to look at Politoed, a 0-15-11 is going to be the rank 1 for the Great League. Again, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina does work. In the Ultra League, 0-15-14 is the rank 1. But again, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina, and the Master League 15-15-15 is what you want to look for. Do note, by the way, the Shadow forms and the regular forms have the same rank 1 IVs. I recommend using an app like Pokegenie on your phone to quickly scan your IVs during the day, because it can quickly tell you what rank that Poliwag is for the Politoed or Poliwrath. So definitely go ahead and download Pokegenie. It's a great app to have on hand. But the question is it actually even worth getting these PvP IV sets? Because are Poliwrath and Politoed actually good for Pokemon Go? Starting off with Poliwrath. As far as raids go, Poliwrath not going to have any meta relevant use. Its CP is just not high enough and its attack stat is just not high enough. But when that happens, it means their defense stats are high, and that means they're good in PvP, which Poliwrath is going to be very good with the new charge attack counter in both the Great League and the Ultra League. Having access to counter, Poliwrath now has much safer matchups against any sort of steel type, any sort of rock type, any sort of ice type, Alolan Sandslash, Registeel, Galarian Stunfisk, all that stuff Poliwrath can do amazing against now. Specifically, you're going to want it in the Shadow form for both the Great League and the Ultra League, because counter is such a strong, effective move, because you're adding so much extra damage to each counter. You can still go with a non-Shadow Poliwrath for the Great League and the Ultra League and have counter on it. It's going to have better matchups in the Shadow form. However, in terms of the Master League, unfortunately, Poliwrath not going to be strong enough. The CP is not high enough. This is definitely a Pokemon you just want to grab for the Great League and the Ultra League, and you can avoid it for raids, but it's going to be something you want because it's going to make waves in the meta, and it's probably going to become a new meta staple pick, or at least like an anti-meta pick. That moves us on to Politoed though. Politoed, as far as raids go, again, same boat, not going to be good, doesn't have the high enough stats. And in terms of PvP, Politoed is actually already pretty good in the Great League and the Ultra League. Right now, the best moveset for it is going to be Mudshot, Weather Ball, and Earthquake. And now with Ice Beam, it's going to be a debate on whether you want to switch out Earthquake for Ice Beam or not. I've heard a lot of people saying they like the Earthquake coverage because you can handle all those Steel type Pokemon which are in the meta, but then some people like the Blizzard move, which is currently the go-to, which gives Politoed more coverage against grass types and against flying types or dragon types like Altaria. So it's going to be a debate on whether you want to run the Earthquake or the Blizzard or the Ice Beam moveset. I've even heard a debate between running Ice Beam and Blizzard because Blizzard is more just of a huge nuke move and Ice Beam is a strong move, but you can't really one-shot any flyers and surprise anyone with it. Again, overall, grab yourself some Politoads for the Great League and the Ultra League, but you're probably going to want to have multiple versions because it's going to depend on your team comp, whether you want to run Ice Beam, whether you want to run Blizzard, or whether you want to run Earthquake. Overall though, Politoed not going to get that much crazier with Ice Beam. Now, one thing people are going to be asking is how do you actually get Politoed? Because Politoed is not going to be a simple 100 candy evolution. If you want them for the PvP meta, you're going to need these items called King's Rocks. So how do you get those? Not including the community day researches, King's Rocks can be obtained from spinning stops, you'll randomly get them, opening a friend's gifts, so make sure you open your friend's gifts, research breakthrough boxes, those 7-day stamps, and also research tasks like timed research and field research. Obviously, there'll also be that timed research during the comm day, as well as field research tasks during the comm day to get King's Rocks. I definitely recommend stocking up on some King's Rocks because you're going to want to make all your evolutions during the comm day, and you're going to have as many King's Rocks as you can to get as many Politoads with Ice Beam as you can or you need for the PvP metas. Also, to power up these Politoads, Poliwraths, all this stuff, you're gonna need candy. And how do you get a lot of candy during a comm day? Although we have some amazing bonuses of 2x catch candy, increased chance of getting XL candy, there's other things you can do to get even more candy. Regular pineapple berries will multiply your catch candy by 2 and silvers by 2.34. You can also mega evolve a Pokemon. If you don't know when you mega evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with that mega, you will get extra candy, XP, and XL candy for catching that Pokemon. Poliwag being a water type Pokemon, you're gonna wanna go ahead and mega evolve your highest level water type Pokemon to get extra candy. Specifically, you can go ahead and mega evolve a Mega Blastoise, a Mega Slowbro, a Mega Gyarados, a Mega Swampert, or a Primal Kyogre to get extra candies for Poliwag on Community Day. Definitely make sure you have a Mega, it's like the best tip. You can also trade. It is the season of hidden gems, which means every time you trade away a Pokemon, you'll get a guaranteed XL candy. So if you need extra candies or XL candies, you can go ahead and save some Poliwags, trade them. I don't think you really need the XL candies, but it is an option. But specifically trading, I definitely recommend you lucky trading actually during comm day because you do get 3 special trades. So if you do have some people you've been lucky friends for a while, definitely give them a message. Say, hey, do you want to mirror trade some shiny Poliwags or I don't know, a shiny Rayquaza or something completely different? Because you want to take advantage of these extra special trades during comm day. Finally, go ahead and transfer Pokemon on a 2x transfer candy Spotlight Hour. Unfortunately, we don't have any more for the rest of July, which the comm day is like on the last day of July, but you can wait until August, which we probably actually already know what Spotlight Hours are for August, and there probably is going to be a 2x transfer candy Spotlight Hour in there. Definitely save your Poliwags until then to transfer them then for extra candy. Now, there is a strategy here popularized by the Trainer Club, which is great for these quarter egg distance community days, and it's the 12 kilometer egg method. If you have a lot of money in Pokemon Go or just a lot of time, you can go ahead and stock up 12 kilometer eggs in Pokemon Go. These eggs can net you anywhere between 3,600 Stardust and 6,400 Stardust when you hatch one. And during a comm day like this, you can go ahead and hatch a bunch of them very easily. The strategy is when comm day starts, you're going to incubate all 12 kilometer eggs in super incubators, and that will get you to hatch them in about, I think, 2 kilometers. Then go ahead and walk these, and right as these eggs are about to hatch, throw on a star piece. With a star piece, these eggs will net you around 100,000 stars for just hatching 12 eggs, which is insane. So if you have the time to stock up the eggs and the incubators to hatch them on comm day, this can be an amazing method to pretty much pay for Stardust and grind a lot of stars during a comm day like this. The quarter egg distance will even allow you to hatch even more eggs after you hatch all those 12Ks and grind even more Stardust. Finally, that leaves us into our platinum medal tips. You need 35 platinum medals, go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go, and I want to make sure you guys get on it because once it comes time, it's not easy to grind 35 platinum medals the day of. So let's go through what medals you should work on. First of all, the swimmer medal, catch 2,500 water types, Poliwag being a water type, super easy medal to complete. We also have super easy field research tasks for catch 3 Poliwags, so the Pokemon Ranger medal, complete 2,500 field research tasks. This is the day to work on this medal, it's super easy. We also do have 3-hour lure modules, so the Picnicker medal, use a lure module to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. Go to your busy area, go to the area where everyone plays Pokemon Go in your area, be the first to drop lures, and everyone will catch those Poliwags off your lures, helping you towards this medal. You also do get 5 free snapshots during the day, so make sure you take them to work on your cameraman medal. Have 400 encounters in Go Snapshot, super easy there. And finally, the tiny Pokemon collector medal, catch 500 extra small Pokemon, and the jumbo Pokemon collector medal, catch 500 extra large Pokemon. If you catch any extra small or extra large Poliwags during the community, you can actually evolve them to get extra points towards these medals. Since you're gonna have more candy than you know what to do with during the comm day, there's no problem with just using some extra candy to evolve those extra smalls and extra large to get a couple extra points towards these 2 medals. And that is it. That is my tips for Poliwag community day in Pokemon Go. If I missed any, please let me know in the comment section below, and I wish you guys have the best comm day ever. I know Poliwag can be seen as a pretty small comm day that not everyone's gonna be excited for, but it's definitely worth getting yourself a Poliwrath specifically, I'd say, for the Great League and the Ultra League, because this thing is probably gonna be seen pretty often in a lot of places. It's got a lot of bulk. Good luck during comm day. We'll see you all in the next one, guys. Follow for tips, everybody. Peace.